I'm back with another gem from the late and great Kevin Samuels. In this one, we're going to be looking at a 2 out of 10 land whale who was asking Kevin if he thinks she's an 8. And this girl is a solid 2 out of 10. And I'm being generous here. Let's get into the video.
A lot of you guys are just out just chasing clout, trying to get a name or get some views that you ain't work for. Hello.
How are you?
Ooh, you might want to move your face back.
Hello. I'm wonderful.
There we go. What do you got for me?
So I am 28. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. And
and I'm gonna guess before she even starts saying anything, she's 28. So now she's gonna be talking about, I want a good man. I want a guy who's not gonna pump and dump me. Even though that's what she's been doing her whole life. I just pisses me off why these girls don't think about this shit when they're 22, 23, and in their whole phase. That's when they can possibly command a high value man. Not so much her. I mean, she's just looking at her face. You know what I'm saying? She's overweight by at least 100 pounds. She looks like she's at least 220. I don't know how tall she is, but she's an average height female. It's probably 200 pounds, judging by her face.
I guess I want to know why.
But she's gonna talk about how I'm a 10 or I'm an 8, and I want a fucking high value man. These bitches are delusional out here.
So what my stats?
And it's not just
like.
her.
For what?
Like, you know.
I don't know what do you mean stats for what?
Cause I want to be married or whatever.
Exactly. At 28, 29, they start thinking about marriage. But where were you in your fucking early 20s? Oh, being a hoe. That's right.
Be in a relationship, but I feel like maybe I'm a little too picky.
All of a sudden at 28, 29, these bitches find God. Get the fuck out of here. What'd you say?
Maybe I'm a little too picky. In a relationship,
imagine,
but I feel like maybe I'm a little too picky.
Bro, imagine her being picky, bro. She should be lucky she can get a guy. And this bitch is out here being picky. That's why I tell you guys to get your game up, man. Even these fat land whales are talking about, I'm picky. I'm an 8. Because social media and Instagram has ruined their brains, man. It's partly it's your fault. You guys, man. You're all in their DMs. Even this fucking bitch right here, who's, again, a solid 2 out of 10. And this is me being very, very generous here. Even she has simps in her DMs. I bet you any money she's got some guy who's willing to spend money on her and simp on her. Dudes are thirsty out here, man. That's why she's like yeah, we should be laughing. It is funny that you're picky.
Know. I think
Are you being serious or are you trolling me?
No, I'm being very serious. I think I could be a little bit too picky. But I would like to.
What do you mean? Well, picky meaning what?
I mean, I just want a guy that, like, is successful, a provider, a leader, and You're
200 pounds!
Do I have children? No, I don't.
You go to college?
Well, at least she's got that going.
I graduated. I have my bachelor's.
In what?
Psychology.
Do you want children?
I do.
These bitches think their degree actually matters. Because she has that degree, she thinks she's a high value woman now. Because these women think that we as guys, we look for things in women that they look for in men. Like financial stability, security, a degree, things like that. But we don't give a fuck. We care if you're hot, and you're clearly not. And you're sitting here talking, I'm picky. I'm this. I want a high value man.
How many?
These bitches are smoking crack,
I would like,
bro.
Maybe like 2 or 3.
Okay. And do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with the first child?
Nope.
I think working is normal. I don't have a problem working.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're
surprised.
pregnant with the first child?
Yes.
How much would you need to make in Atlanta to raise 3 children in the middle class?
I think Me and my husband would probably need like a combined income.
Her imaginary
of like
husband.
150,000 a year. No, no.
For 3 children?
Well, okay. Well, let's say this progressively over time, because you're not just gonna have like 3 children all at once. So the idea is like by the 3rd child, I think we should have.
Yo, she's at 28. By 30, 90% of a female's eggs are gone. What's she talking about having 3 kids, bro? At best, you're going to be able to do 2. Most likely 1, but at best 2.
Built wealth to at least
time's
like
run out
200,000
already by the
annually.
time.
I think that's
like she's already 28. By the time she finds a guy, it's going to be another year bare minimum. With her requirements, it's never going to happen. But let's just say best case scenario, she finds a guy in a year. Then it's going to take another year to get married, 2 years. By that time, she's 30. 90% of the eggs are gone. So best case, she's having 1 or 2 kids. Now, these bitches don't know how biology works.
Man, that's closer to 350,000 for 3 kids.
Oh.
Still
Okay,
talking about how
that's
she
fair.
wants a high value man.
And how much is the psychology? How much are you going to make of that?
So currently I make like right around like 80,000 a year. And the idea, I actually am currently working towards like building my income substantially. So the idea is hopefully.
But after you're married, pregnant, and having kids, you're not going to be working full time.
Yeah. So the idea is
You're
that
not going to be working full time. Yeah, the idea is always to somehow become phantom rich before you start having babies. That's not how life works.
Okay.
You work
So
and you live.
So you're saying
How
I
much
need more
student loan debt
money?
do you have?
I have like 15,000 in loans.
Well, consumer debt.
I don't have any consumer debt.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Okay, so
Just-
she's shorter than average. And she's
I'm like
fat.
a 4.
She's not a dress size 4, bro. She's at least a dress size 15. The fuck out of here. These bitches just cap, bro. Straight up. They
A
just
4,
lie.
4 or 5.
Just lie about shit.
You mind backing the camera up?
My face looks a lot
Yeah,
heavier.
but she's
I hold
talking
a lot
about
of weight
she's
in
not
my
a
face,
size
but
4,
I'm
bro.
petite.
What the fuck? Petite?
Do that so
She's
you
petite for a hippopotamus.
can see up and down. 'Cause I don't really.
Well, I don't really have like real clothes on right now. I kind of have. I recently had surgery, so I have.
She's
like,
petite for an orca.
What kind of
some
surgery?
I don't want to blast myself. You got like 6,000.
Okay.
I
How
really
much?
don't
What's the
wanna
most you've ever weighed?
share?
What's the most you've ever weighed?
150 pounds.
Lie, bro. There's no way. There's no way, bro. She's
you look
about
you look
200
much
right
bigger
now.
than her dress size. Yeah, you look much bigger than her dress size.
Facts.
I know
I'm
you got a
not,
full
trust
face,
me.
but okay.
No, I'm not.
But
I'm
you
not.
still
Yo,
I'm
they
not-
just straight up lie to your face as if we're blind.
I'm not.
I said okay.
Women are experts in marketing. This is not very good though, because she's so obviously lying. It's so obvious that she's lying.
But I'm still saying you're still talking about a man in the top 8% of earners. Top 8% of earners.
So okay, so I listened to your live with like the last lady, and I felt like you were like, okay, you're 44. So I guess my question to you is for like a woman in her mid-20s, just
She's
an
in her late 20s, bro. From what I understand.
average
She's
woman.
28 at the beginning of the video. She said I'm 28. That's not mid 20s. That's late 20s. Like I said, bitches are experts at marketing.
Like, what should be your?
She went from a dress size 20 to a dress size 4, from being 200 pounds to ever being 150 ever in her life. And now she went from being late 20s to mid 20s.
What should be the
Let's
goal?
see what other kinds of
Because
lies she's gonna
honestly,
tell.
I feel like, you know,
I need you to
hearing
stand still. I need you to stay still in one place. People
Oh.
are watching this.
Oh, sorry.
Trying to shed those pounds
like,
off.
Because I mean, especially here in Atlanta, I feel like
Hold
men.
on, let me answer your question. An average woman?
Yeah,
What'd your father do for a living?
My father, he's
Yo, by how much she's walking around and moving in the video, she's gonna be a dress size 4 by the end of this video.
a professor. He's a chairman at a university, and my mom's a pharmacist.
Okay. Okay. They're above average. But they went to college. But I mean, average people get average people.
Yeah.
But because of her degree and her possible earning potential, she thinks she can get a high value man who also makes as much money as her. But the problem is, a guy who makes as much money as her does not want a land whale. He wants a nice young thing who's actually maybe a dress size 4, 3, or 2 even. But these bitches, how are you gonna explain that to them, bro? Women don't think in logic, bro.
What's the average? What's the average?
And they're not even aware of what men want. Like, they think that attraction is symmetrical and that women, because they like a guy who has his career, degree, blah, 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 etc., they think if they have those things, that makes them more attractive to men, which is a complete fallacy. We don't care about those things, especially guys who make their own money.
You said 50,000, so.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's 42, but 50 is still.
Bro, she's got the crazy eyes in spades.
Well, actually, it's 42, but 50 is.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the 1,000 cock stare. If a bitch ever shows you these eyes, hit it and quit it, man. Hit it and quit it. I would say even don't even hit it. But if you're really thirsty, like some of you guys are, hit it and quit it, man. Smash and dash. Ejaculate and evacuate. I wouldn't even touch this female with a 10-foot pole. Like, she could be coming at me 2 a.m. last call on a slow Tuesday. I still wouldn't take her home.
Still. I mean, how old are you again?
28.
Uh-huh. Have you ever dated a man making $150,000 a year?
I have.
28 is not mid-20s.
How long ago was that?
She's fucked a guy who's made that
28.
kind of money.
Uh-huh. Have you ever dated a man making $150,000 a year?
I have.
She's gonna say, yeah, I have, but when if you ask women, hey, have you dated a guy like that? They're talking about fucking. They're not talking. Dating is like if a guy took you out in public, he took you to dinner, you were official on Facebook, or you know, you guys had Instagram pictures together that were posted. That's being in a relationship. But these bitches conflate dating with fucking. Some guy bent her over a couple of times, and now she's gonna say, yeah, I dated a guy who made 150,000. Complete cap.
How long ago was that?
I mean, most of them.
Hold on. When I say date, I mean serious. Did you just roll your eyes?
You said what?
Did you just roll your eyes?
No. I was thinking.
Okay.
Thinking.
Okay, when I say date, I meant y'all were Facebook.
Exactly.
You know, this is my man. He's claiming you.
Exactly what I said. Yeah.
He's got another girlfriend. Y'all monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever dated a man making that kind of money?
Yeah, the last guy I dated.
She was fucking him.
How long did you guys date?
He's probably not making.
We were friends.
But maybe he might. So there's some guys out there who make money who are still thirsty because they have no game, and they'll fuck a fat land whale like this
for a while.
But
how long did y'all date?
Man, guys,
for like
do better.
Year.
All right.
Jesus Christ!
And why didn't that go anywhere?
I'd rather go home and jerk off.
I think because of his earning potential, he got I feel like, so he was like a plastic surgeon, and I feel like we started dating when he entered residency, and like I just feel like he got big headed. Like he realized like all the women that were chasing him, and he's like,
no.
I guess
no. Listen.
He always had those options. He was just using her for sex. He always had multiple options. She was one of the plates he was spinning. But obviously, most guys are not going to come out and say it like that. And maybe she knows, maybe she doesn't. But most women are delusional to this fact. They conflate sexual attention with romantic attention. They think if a guy's willing to fuck them, he must be willing to be in a relationship with them. Because that's how they think. So they think that we think like them. Because of this whole egalitarian, men and women are the same, or we think alike, all this bullshit that we've been taught. It's partly because of that.
Okay, listen.
But it's partly because of the delusion of social media and Instagram.
Excuse me?
We had a difference in values.
Well, not really, because You're talking about the way he started looking at his potential the same way you rolled your eyes and I said, "No, black man made 40,000."
No. Like okay, so he started saying like he wants to have like a polygamous family, and he don't believe in like he just the things
Exactly.
he
And if that's what he wants, he can get it.
and he can. I'm fully
Right.
believe he can.
Right. Because why? Because he's in the top 8% of black men and top earners.
Yeah, he could have a bunch of wives, a whole harem full of women. If you're a high earner and he's in decent shape, etc., like me. Or you could be married to this orca with the crazy eyes and the 1,000 cock stare, who's gonna try to be your equal and give you that all the time, every day.
And you ask me, man, you got to rank yourself.
I know which option I'd pick.
Well, where would you rank yourself?
I mean I think I'm like a like a 7.
I don't do sevens.
You say you don't do 7s?
No.
What is that like? What does that mean?
You can't rate. You can't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7. 0 to 10, you can't use 7. Now you gotta see why I don't use 7 because everybody wants to use 7 as a safe number.
Okay, 7.5.
No version of a 7.
Okay, 8. Okay, 8.
Okay. You all right now? I'm gonna say something. Okay. Maybe that's just expressive, but if you're doing all that shit with your face, I'm gonna tell you to get up off my phone. That's not
Like,
cool,
why is
man.
she doing that face, bro? Like, why is she making those faces? It's like a dumb female thing. I see other chicks do that too. It's like when they don't have anything else to say, they'll just go. It's like,
I'm just
dumb.
an expressive person. It's not disrespect.
Yeah,
That's-
it is.
I'm
Yeah,
very.
you would do this shit.
Bitches these days are so self-unaware, man, because nobody ever corrects them. But Kevin Samuels is one of those guys who does check these bitches, and I do too.
Search on the college class.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, you asked me for my professional advice, so can you respect the platform?
I sure can.
Thank you. An 8. You give yourself an 8.
She's a solid 1.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm giving a 1
because
because
8 categories as far as like.
I mean she is a woman, so
musicians, movie stars.
I'll give her a 1 because she has a pussy.
Okay.
Somebody's probably gonna want to fuck it. Not me. Otherwise it'd be a 0.
A 8 as a famous person
Mm-hmm.
She's even shaped like a 0.
in like a ratio, like not.
No, like Beyonce's an 8.
No, Beyonce's not an 8.
Who's the image consultant in real life?
Okay, so you think Beyonce's an 8? I think Beyonce's a 10.
No, she's not.
Okay.
Beyonce's an 8. Kelly Rowland would be a 9. And Rihanna, even with her big forehead, would be a 10.
Okay.
So
Man, I'd probably rate Beyonce slightly higher than Rihanna. Just because I know that Rihanna's a hoe and Beyonce is like the wifey type. She's the kind of girl who would hold it down. So I would probably give Beyonce a 9 and Rihanna an 8.
giving yourself an 8, you put yourself in the category where Beyonce is.
Okay.
And I think Beyonce's hotter.
So I'm not an 8.
Are you in the category with Beyonce?
I mean, no.
This is one of the major issues. You ladies don't know how to rank yourself. So when
They're
somebody
so
like myself
unaware,
comes along
man.
with some truth,
They're so unaware. Not just her, man. Not just her. Women in general these days, especially in the West, they are so unaware of where they really stand. And that's because just because they can fuck high value guys, because any guy would fuck any pussy if he's desperate enough, or if it's a slow Wednesday night and you got nothing else coming. Even if you're a guy who's an 8 or a 9, you'll fuck a 6 or 5 or 4. And then these 5s, 4s, and 6s think that they can get that kind of guy permanently, even though they can't. They can only get that high value, high level guy only for bedroom fun. But these chicks don't understand that.
Most people in my profession would give Beyonce an 8, and many black women would give her a 10 because you guys want to give yourself higher numbers. So, are you?
Tinder has also fucked up the game because a lot of these basic ass average females, they can fuck really attractive guys compared to where they're at. Like I said, a 4 or 5 could fuck a guy who's a 9 or even a 10, and then these bitches think that's my level, and that's ruined the whole game. And that's why these bitches, they don't settle at their own level anymore. And also because women like her who make a few dollars, they think all of a sudden that adds value to them in the context of a relationship for men, which it doesn't. Especially if you're a guy who has his own money, which is what these women want.
In her category or not?
Even for this fucking female right here, even her, she can probably get some schmuck who'd be willing to marry her. But the problem is she's not going to be happy with him. She's not going to respect him. She's going to give him the fucking crazy eyes and shit. And even the average guys, they don't want to deal with that. As far as I know. I've never been average, so I don't really know how average guys think. But I know there's some guy out there who'll even simp for her.
Nah, I'm not Beyonce.
I mean, we're talking about just from the face.
Oh,
okay. Then what would you give yourself if you understand Beyonce is an 8?
okay, maybe I'm like a 6.
Which is closer to reality. Because by giving yourself an 8, you automatically put yourself in the pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous of all women across the world. And I'm sorry, at 28 years old, your lived life has told you that you're likely not there. Not in the comments.
Women are not logical though, bro. You can't expect these women to figure this stuff out. Even after he's saying all this, she's still gonna go back to her own ways after this show ends. Like, these bitches don't learn, man.
Are you reading the comments?
They learn when they're 30, and then they have an epiphany phase at 30. Then they start learning, and then they have another bigger epiphany phase at 40. But by 40, it's definitely too late. By 30, even some would say it's too late, because 90% of their eggs are gone by the time they're 30. But a lot of these women are not learning these things till it's too late.
Comments?
You said what?
And shows like Kevin Samuels, they certainly help. I'm sure it's educated a lot of men, and I'm sure it's educated a few women, but not to the same degree as it's educated men, because I think we're better at adapting than women. That's just my observation. Because not a lot of these females, they don't understand. Even when I've tried to break some of these things down to women in the past, back when I didn't know any better and not to discuss these things with them, they don't seem to like. They'll kind of get there with you can get them there with logic, but then they'll be like, oh no, but I feel like it shouldn't be this way. I wish it wasn't this way. They operate on what could be, should be. They're not very realistic. And you can call that sexist if you want, but it is what it is.
In the comments?
Men are better at certain things. Women are better at certain things. We're better at logic.
I haven't.
Logic is one of those things that's a masculine thing. Same with honor and accountability. Those are masculine traits.
Really seen any of the comments.
Okay, good.
What they
So ultimately, what I'm trying to get you to understand is, you carry. Don't look in the comment section. You carry your weight in your face.
Okay.
And you said that you've recently had surgery, so
bro, her face alone is at least 80 pounds.
Typically means stuff like.
Oh my gosh, this is on my page.
No, it's not. It's on my page. Okay.
This is showing up on my page. Awkward as hell.
Well, I mean, life is life. And I haven't been, here's the thing though, man. whoever you are on here, live stream or wherever, that's who you are in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're wanting a man who's going to be in the top earners of black men,
Mm-hmm.
that's an extremely competitive place to be. I said that's 2% of men.
I mean, but what if your goal, like, I mean, I don't think income is really one of the first things I look at when it comes to a man.
But it is a factor based upon what you want as far as an outcome. The amount of okay, you want 3 children, 2 to 3 children. Are you content with having to share a car? Are you content with having to drive something like I don't know, what's an inexpensive $15,000-$20,000 car? Are you content with driving a $20,000 car? Listen, for the rest of your life, are you content in living in like an $80,000, $90,000 home? East Point.
Nah, bro. If she had a $20,000 car, the suspension would break on that shit. Because all the $20,000 cars are small cars. Those springs can't handle that kind of fucking heavy duty weight. She needs an SUV or a truck or some shit. She needs you need a fucking F-150 for this bitch. Just layer in the back.
Decatur, College Park. I mean.
She's gonna be riding in the flatbed.
Don't earn college money. Most people are normal people.
And she's below normal. She's below average, and she doesn't get it.
Now
but she wants higher than average.
Because you started backpedaling, but it's
I mean,
no.
I just
the reality is,
I feel like
the reality is you want a lifestyle of a white collar middle class.
Bro, let me tell y'all something. I'd rather jerk off for the rest of my life than to be with this chick, and I'm dead ass.
Class person. Because that's what your mother and father sound like they had. Pharmacists.
Especially with her attitude. Forget the fact that she weighs as much
You're breaking up.
as Tom Brady. Forget that. But just her fucking attitude on top of that, bro.
My parents worked hard and they afforded a pretty decent life for me. And they came here as immigrants and they weren't rich. So the idea that I have to.
All right, but the difference is you're not them. You were born with Western sensibilities.
Well, I wasn't born here in America. I was born in Nigeria.
Western sensibility, okay. Western sensibility.
She must have gotten here early. Because she talks like a Western chick.
Man.
But what I'm saying is...
I don't know what the culture's like in Nigeria,
all right,
though. I have no idea.
Okay.
But I would imagine they're conservative.
Where do you live?
And they're not retarded. Nigerians are actually very, very smart people. All the Nigerians I've worked with in my business have been very, very clever, very smart people. And all the Nigerians I know are hardworking, smart dudes, and they know what's up. But like, this bitch is fucking retarded, bro.
Georgia, but
you live with your parents?
She's the dumbest Nigerian I've ever seen.
Yes, I live with my parents.
Why?
To save money to build my business.
Okay. Have you ever lived on your own?
Yes, I did.
All right. So you live with your parents to build your business. So, if somebody's making $80,000, you would be okay with the man making half of what you're making.
I would be okay with a man making half of what I'm making if he had a plan and a vision.
Exactly. Even if they fucking settle for a guy who makes less than them, they want you to have a plan. They want you to be ambitious. They want you to eventually start making more money. Hypergamy would not allow them to settle for a guy who makes less than them.
See, guys,
bitches write rap songs about this now. Some female rapper I heard on the radio or some shit, or maybe it was on my Apple Music thing. They rap about that shit, bro. It's so obvious and it's everywhere. That's where the term gold digger comes from. I don't think personally it's a bad thing. I think it's evolved humans, and it's improved where we're at biologically because women pick better and better. Up until it feels like 2020 where they'll just fucking have a kid with anybody. But it has driven our evolution forward. So it's a good thing. A lot of guys get mad, especially broke guys. Oh, they just want guys who have money. Yeah, of course, because they need guys who can take care of their offspring. And it's understandable. But man, there's some system requirements for that shit. You can't be out here weighing as much as an NFL player with a bad attitude and crazy eyes, talking about how you want a guy who makes six figures. It's just not gonna happen.
This is what always comes down to. I'd accept it as long as he had ambition. See, this always comes down. Listen, no. We know where this goes now. Something's wrong with your speaker.
Okay.
No, the average black man in this country earns $42,000. There's no more money. There's no more ambition. There's no money tree.
And the kind of brothers she's gonna want, they're all fucking white bitches, bro. The black dudes who making that kind of money, they all got a Becky. They ain't fucking with this bitch. Fucking bad attitude, heavyweight, champion of the world.
Side hustle. That's what the French toast they earn. Half of the men earn that.
I mean, but
Can you listen and understand that?
I do understand. I completely
All right.
understand.
And then the men that earn more than that want a hell of a lot more, like your ex-boyfriend who told you, oh, I'm an above average earner. I'm going to go get the moon and the stars because most guys earn less than me.
Okay, so then can I ask you a question?
Listen. The men
She don't want to listen, bro. She's there to confirm her biases. She's there because she wants Kevin to say what she wants to hear.
You want.
She's not there to take in any new information. She's there. Look at these crazy faces this woman is making. Does this look like someone who's here to learn?
The income, the lifestyle, no matter how you want to slice it, how you want to pretty it up. This is not my first rodeo. Please stop looking in the comment section. Look ahead in the thing.
Oh, sorry.
When you're looking down there, it looks like you're not looking here. When you're, at the end of the day, man, you can pretty it up, but you want a certain kind of lifestyle. It's a white collar lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So let me ask you this. Can I ask
Jesus.
a question? If that's okay. Can I? So for women who have realistic goals, who maybe, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it okay to want a man that has a average earning potential and you guys are able to build to have more in the future? Like, I feel like you kind of, I feel like sometimes you kind of discuss
No, you're not the builder.
They always start with I feel
That's
like.
why I stopped you. No, you roll your eyes one more time and I'm going to hang this shit up. I don't do that, young lady.
Okay.
I know what the French toast is wrong with you. But you know what I do know? Is this how you act on the phone? You are a trip in a relationship. And I've tried to be really nice to you. For acting the way you do. Bucking your eyes and shit. This is live. People are looking.
Okay, so I'm going to get off live because I feel like you're being a little outrageous. But thank you.
That's what you gotta do, man. Just gotta hang up on these bitches when they act like that. Nobody corrects these women, man. Nobody corrects them, and that's the result of you go, girl, and you're an 8, you're a 10 from their female friends, and guys just telling them what they want to hear because they just want to smash. Even to a woman like her, there's some thirsty dudes out here, man. Ooh, so many, literally sleeping with the fishes out here. And I'm not talking no mafia shit. Sleeping with land wheels, bro. It's crazy.